So in this video, again, we're going to find a missing side using trig. However, we're going to be in a slightly different situation to before. So I've written down the mnemonic. I've written down the three equations. You don't always have to write down the equations. You will get better at knowing them in your head if you learn SOHCAHTOA. So here are the steps again. Label the sides. Tick the sides that are needed. Choose whichever sine, cos or tan equation you need. Write it down. Substitute in the numbers, rearrange the equation and complete the calculation. Hopefully you wrote those down last time. So we're going to find x in this problem. We've got an angle of 40 degrees and we've got 12 centimetres. So the first thing I'm going to do is label the sides. So opposite the right angle is the hypotenuse, the longest length. Opposite the 40 angle is opposite, and then next to the 40 angle is the adjacent length. So the length that I need has an x on, and the other length that I need is the number given. So it's A and H. So I'm going to write down A and H is cos theta is A over H. So it's cos 40 degrees is equal to 12 over x. Now what you should notice here is that the difference is from the last ones we were doing that the x is at the bottom, and we can't just multiply by 12 because that x is almost blocking it. But what we are allowed to do in algebra is kind of do a swap move. Now I am taking a few shortcuts and I could add a few steps in, but we are allowed to take shortcuts sometimes. I'm going to swap these over. If you do want to know why you're allowed to swap them over, you can ask your teacher to show you. So I'm going to swap over the x, put the x on the left hand side, the 12 stays where it is, and put the cos 40 degrees here. And that means that to find x now we need to do a division. So I'm going to do a division. So on my calculator I'm going to put in 12 divided by, actually I can put it in as a fraction as well, 12 over cos 40. Again, make sure your calculator is in degrees, otherwise you might get the wrong answer, equals. So to one decimal place, if I cut off at the first 6, it's 15.7. So the length x is equal to 15.7 centimetres. Okay, I'm going to do another one. Remember the steps. So the first thing I'm going to do is label the sides. So the hypotenuse is opposite the right angle. Then the side opposite the angle is the 5.3, and next to the angle is the x. So I'm going to tick what I need. So I need the x angle and the angle that's given. I'm just going to get my mnemonic and have a look. So this one's to do with O and A. So which one of these is to do with O and A? It's tan. So tan theta is equal to O over A. So tan of 27 degrees is equal to opposite. So opposite is 5.3 over A is x. So again, we're faced with the same situation. The x is at the bottom. So let's do that swap move. You don't need to write swap, but I'm just doing it to remind you. So x is equal to 5.3 over tan of 27 degrees. Right, and then I'm just going to chuck it into my calculator, do a division. So I'm going to use the fraction button, 5.3, move the cursor down, tan of 27 degrees. So round to one decimal place, cutting off after the 4 is 10.4. So x is equal to 10.4 centimetres.